Hi there and welcome once again. Please do give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, and if you agree with the stuff that you don't necessarily have to agree with me, but just give me a thumbs up, and please do share the videos, because this is how we actually try to raise an awareness on the whole question of the child industry in Denmark, and plus raise awareness as to the plight of our situation, and to get Amaru back. Fight for justice for Amaru. That's right, folks. So share, please, 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 God. So today I was actually telling you that I was going to sort of a talk about the file, and show you the file. But before I go, before I do that, I would like to share with you what happened to us last year, 4 weeks after Amaru was snatched from the arms of his mother. We were summoned to court, child court, by social services in the municipality of Hillerød. Now, present in the court that day were 9 people. Were 9 people besides Gingy, myself, and then there was our lawyer. And out of all the people in that courtroom that day, we were the only black people, and that creates a certain dynamic, which I'm going to try and deal with and shed a light on. It was like a round table talk where Gingy and I were placed strategically in the center, and next to Gingy was her lawyer. All the other people sat. They were actually, we were surrounded by them, and I think this was actually done on purpose. It was also a form of intimidation. They were trying to intimidate us, and at that time I did not know this. But looking at it in retrospect, you can see why they do what they do. At court that day, the judge started out by saying that never in her entire career, dear family, now listen very carefully, she said, never in her entire career has she seen this such a file. She looked at her tone of voice and her mannerism as she addressed us was very condescending. She said she was shocked, she was appalled, she was rather very angry. She was somewhat angry and outraged. She was dismayed that this file consisted of so many documents. Now, when this is said and done, we were thrown aback, and we were sort of we too were actually shocked. Gingy looked at me and I looked at her, and we were thrown back and didn't know what to say. I was really shocked, because I didn't expect this coming from them and coming from the judge, and I didn't expect her to talk to us in the way she did. She talked to us as if we were subhuman. Now this type of behavior, I've seen it countless, and I've experienced it a lot of times, where people feel that they've got the right to talk to us the way they do. They don't always treat people, especially black people, with respect. They constantly abuse you, and also abuse your human rights. They always feel that they sort of have a form of a right to talk to you the way they like. She was talking to us as if we were children, and she was actually talking to us as if you really misbehaved. You must have misbehaved to such an extent that we have had to come and fetch Amaru. You haven't done as you were supposed to do. Now, when that is said and done, when that is said and done, at this point, we were still finding ourselves in a state of shock. We had just lost Amaru. We had just lost Amar. We were still very, very traumatized. We were devastated by this whole situation. And we didn't understand the whole dynamics of what was happening around us. We were just still trying to come to grips with what had happened. Now, the worst thing of all of this was the fact that I couldn't defend Gingy. And you knew that we were there to shut our traps and only talk when spoken to and answer when asked a question, because they said that they would hold us in contempt of court if we dare speak up. So now, when that is said and done, family, hold on, I'm going to show you the file. See if I can manage to do so. I asked for the file from Mother Wilkia a few weeks ago. She said she still had to decide before she could answer. And then finally, 4 weeks ago, they said that they were given the green light that I should get the file. Now, so hold on. I'm going to try and show you the file. What I actually thought was a file, people, what I thought was a file turned out to be something more than just a file. I was handed over a box, and this is the box. I'm going to try and take out. This is the first. Okay. I'm not finished yet. Still counting. What I thought was a few pages turned out to be more than 1,000 pages. I am shocked. I am angry. And I am astonished. I'm asking myself the question, what government, family and friends, accumulates such a lot of data on one single person? What do they use their data for? What do they use their information on? I'm asking myself. When you think about the fact that Gingy is 39 years old today, they've accumulated so much information on her. They have gone back 15 years. You would think that you will think that this girl must have committed some terrible crime in this country. Coming from South Africa and having lived under apartheid, I'm asking myself, what more do they have on us as a family? The last meeting I attended with Metavilkia, and yes, Basu, he asked me, if I look into your file, what am I going to find? Am I going to find something that would incriminate you? I should have asked him, what file are you talking about? What are you referring to? Which file are you referring to? Of course, I told him and I answered him. I said, feel free to do so. I have nothing to hide. Yes, Basu, I have nothing to hide. Come with my file. I want to know, what do you have about me in your files? This is more than just a child that was taken from us. This is about our basic human rights. This is a travesty of justice. I want answers. I'm asking myself and telling myself all the time there is something rotten in the state of Denmark. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and do share it. Share. Please share it and tell people this is what Denmark, this is what social advisors use their time on each and every day. Bye. See you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Dankie, baie dankie al my mense by die huis. Ek het julle almal baie lief. Hi.